Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to code up a simple moving average crossover strategy within pinescript. So basically it's going to be in two parts. The first part I'll code up the indicator within TradingView, and the second part I'll be showing you how to code up the strategy, and we can backtest the data within TradingView. So I think it's quite useful to be able to code in pinescript because you can quickly write up a strategy, because you can utilize all of pinescript's building functions and then quickly build up a strategy and backtest it against all the data within TradingView to see whether or not your strategy is actually profitable or not. Once you have a profitable strategy, you can then start building your bots. But you should always focus on backtesting because it will save you a lot of pain and also save you a lot of money. So yeah, let's just first start off with building a simple moving average crossover strategy. So for this indicator, we first want to build two moving averages. So first, for the simple moving average, we want to have a fast line and a slow line. And in today's example, I'll be using a 50 and a 200 SMA. So we want the fast line to be 50 and the slow to be equal to 200. And then we create the fast SMA. And here we're using a built-in function within pinescript. And this is pretty much basically the pinescript developers creating a very extensive library of functions that we can use to quickly create the indicators that we want. And it comes in handy a lot because later on when I show you guys how to create the same things in Python, it might take a lot more lines of code to create the same thing that we can within pinescript. So yeah, let's see. So the SMA is the close using the fast length, and then for our slow MA, we want to use the same function with the close variable and then the slow length. And then we plot the fast MA, and we can change the color to, let's say, blue, and then we plot the slow MA with the color red. So yeah, and yeah, this is pretty much the two moving averages. We can save the script, SMA 50 200. We can save it and then we can add it to the charts. There you go. This is the two simple moving average lines. But if you wanted to overlay the lines on the chart instead of having two panes, then inside the indicator function, you can declare the overlay to be true. And now we just update it on the chart. First remove it and then add the chart again. And there you have it. This is the two moving averages overlaid over the chart. And now we're moving on to the strategy. And for this strategy, we want to be selling when the fast moving average crosses on the slow moving average, and then we want to be buying when the fast moving average is above the slow moving average. So within pinescript, when you want to backtest and create a strategy, you'll have to first edit the indicator function and change it into a strategy function. And the good thing about this is we can actually keep most of the logic in place when we create an indicator, and we just need to add extra pieces of logic for accounting for the buy and sell orders. We want to add in the buy conditions and the sell conditions. So let's make a long condition to be equal to TA crossover fast MA slow MA. So in this function, it's another function that is built in within pinescript, and it essentially says whenever variable 1 is greater than variable 2, then return true. And if that was the case, we want to have a strategy entry, put in an ID, and then we want to change the direction to be along. And that's it. That's your buy condition. And for the short condition, this time we're using a cross under the fast MA with the slow MA. So this is very similar to the TA crossover function, but it's just the opposite, where this time it returns true when the fast MA is less than the slow MA. And if this was true, we want to have an entry condition that is a short. And there you have it. This is the short condition. So if we were to save it and start the backtest, we can see that TradingView has showed us the data for the backtest. And here you see that this strategy is actually overall net positive. We made some money over 111 trades, which is a good thing, since we're actually not losing any money. And yeah, this is actually pretty much how we could code out a simple moving average crossover strategy. And this actually gets quite fidgety. And once you have the code, you can actually play around with the variables. For example, you can play around with the different time frames. For example, the 1 hour time frame. And unfortunately, with using the 1 hour time frame, this strategy would have actually lost money. And we move on to 1 day. Again, this strategy actually would have made more money than the 50 minutes. So, you know, it's good to play around different variables. And if you want to change the simple moving averages, you can just go back to the pinescript editor, and you can rather change the code itself, say to 20 against a 300 moving average, update the chart. We can see the changes of these variables also created a positive return. But if you didn't want to change the code, you can actually have another method of changing the variables by using an input function. And the input function is pretty much just a function that allows you to change the variables real time within the chart. I'll show you once I finish this. And if we save it, onto the chart, we see that we can actually change the variables by going to the settings of the script itself. As you can see, you can change it real time. And as you can see, we can change this real time without actually having to update the script. So it's actually pretty handy. So yeah, this is pretty much how we can quickly backtest a simple moving average crossover strategy using pinescript. And you know, have a play around with it. And once you found variables that you like and it suits your trading style, you can consider building a bot. And yeah, this is all I want to show you today, and thanks for watching.